There are a few mods that not every Camaro owner can agree on as whether or not they're appropriate. We're going to talk about one of those today with the Dirty Daily. Let's get to it. Welcome back to the channel. JR here with the aforementioned Dirty Daily. And I've been thinking about doing some stuff to the Dirty Daily, kind of freshen it up, you know. I bought it in 2015 as a certified pre-owned. It had about, I want to say 30 or so, 35,000 miles on it at the time. It's about close to 200,000 miles on it now, and it's been rock solid. I mean, but you see why I call it the Dirty Daily. So, as you can see, the miles haven't been kind. Clear coat coming off the front bumper. It's all pitted and bug guts have eaten into the paint, and it's all rough and nasty. Grill's faded, lights have been faded. I mean, I really want to do something about that. So, in the course of doing that, I'm just thinking about options. I can, you know, I've seen some very inexpensive bumper replacements for this model for like $200 on some places online. I shudder to think what the fitment's going to be like for one of those, but that's an option. Buy one of those, get it painted or paint it myself. I've never done real auto paint. I've seen some people show processes using rattle cans. I don't know if that's a thing or not. That would work. But so there's the cheap bumper replacement. There's refinishing the existing one, which would be labor intensive, and then I still got to get it painted. It's not necessarily something I'm opposed to. It's just, you know, a lot of work. And it is a 200,000 mile car, so I don't want to dump a ton of money into it if I don't have to, unless something unforeseen happens and I have a ton of money to dump into it. But while tossing around the options, oh no, oh look at that, bow ties in rough shape too. But while tossing around options for the Dirty Daily's bumper, the inevitable question came up in my mind. Zl1 bumper conversion?
But I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real.
Now the V8 guys out there are probably rolling their eyes right now. I see this in comment threads and Facebook groups and everything. Just the V8 guys, normally the Zl1 owners in particular, from what I can tell, are, you know, very much against someone putting a Zl1 bumper on a V6 Camaro. And I get it. And here are my thoughts on that. I am a believer in you do you. Go ahead and do it if you want. Be aware of the consequences, but I don't think anybody should really, you know, overly criticize or down someone for doing something to their own car. It doesn't take away from the mystique of a V8, Zl1 in particular. If you do something like that to a V6, it's still the same car. But here's where people run into a problem when they do that sort of stuff. They go too far. They go too far to the point where you want to make the car look like something that it's not. You know, they'll go all out. They'll do the bumper, they'll do the hood with the heat extractor, they'll put the big fat ass wing on the back and do the staggered Zl1 wheel setup, debadge it as a V6 and put Zl1 badges on it. I've seen that happen, and that's too much. You're deserving of some criticism if you do that, in my opinion. Something I'll keep to myself, but you know, that's just me. So what do I think? Like I said, you do you. If I had the money, what would I do? Bumper? Yes. Zl1 style wheels? Staggered setup? Maybe. But that's where I would stop. This ain't no Zl1. Once you go past the bumper, and for me, it would be the 5th gen Zl1 bumper. I like that. I like that look, especially if I get with the Heritage grill on that, with the halo lights. Yes. So, 5th gen Zl1 bumper, Heritage grill if I could get one, the 5th gen halo lights. That's a sweet look, and it doesn't overstate the V6 in my opinion. But once you start adding the hood, then, you know, there's a little bulge there. It starts to look a little meaner. And then, you know, the big fat wing says it's supposed to be fast. And while the V6 here is kind of peppy, it ain't big fat wing on the back peppy. The staggered wheels make it even more aggressive. Zl1 bumper alone, that's it. But let me know what you think. Where do you stand on V6 mods where a Zl1 bumper conversion is concerned? I can tell you one thing. You better get the fitment right if you're going to go extreme, or you can just expect to be roasted if you go to a car meet or something. I mean, if you got the fitment looking right, you might be able to get away with it. But if it looks like trash, people are going to treat it like trash, unfortunately. But let me know in the comments below how you would handle it. How far would you go if you're doing a Zl1 bumper conversion? Would you stop there, which is what I think is appropriate? Would you go all out if you have boatloads of money lying around? Let me know in a comment below. And if you've watched me to the end, thank you so much for this opportunity to earn your subscription. Don't forget to put a like on this video and share it around to anyone you think could benefit from it. But until next time, I'm JR, and I am out.